Hi everybody and welcome back to Relax My Dog. Now today's video is quite an important one. As we all know, the 4th of July is just around the corner and we all need to make sure we are prepared for the celebrations, especially if we have a dog. There are many different things you need to take into account if you do have a dog and you are wanting to hold 4th of July celebrations, or you know they happen around your home. So definitely do stay tuned for this week's video. And we've got a bit of a diva dog in the house right now. I just have to give him a pillow so his head is a little bit higher up for the camera. Before we do get started though, definitely do go down below to the comments and let me know what 4th of July celebrations do you have in place, or are you planning to do it? You have loads and loads of family over. Obviously me and Milo are in the UK, and so we don't necessarily celebrate the 4th of July, but do let us know down below what sort of things do you get up to celebrate. But let's just jump straight in. So the first top tip is to make sure you're keeping your dog indoors at all times, whether you have loads and loads of family over. If your dog is in and out of the house, especially if they're outdoors, if fireworks are going to be going off, they might be scared, they might jump the fences, they might run away. You just don't know how your dog is going to be feeling on that night, especially if there are lots and lots of family members over, a lot louder than it necessarily might be, and if the fireworks are going off, it's just not going to be a pleasant experience for your dog. So definitely do keep them indoors at all times. Now the next top tip to remember is, obviously you might be celebrating, you might have a few alcoholic drinks lying about, but you've got to remember that these sort of drinks are poisonous to dogs, so don't believe in them somewhere where a dog can have access to them. Even if you think they don't have access to them, if you have quite a mischievous dog, it might be a good idea to put them on a higher shelf, or to just keep the alcoholic drinks completely out of the way. Then the next top tip is, if you are going to a firework display, which I know a lot of you guys might be doing, make sure you are leaving your dog at home. You might think they might enjoy going out and about and exploring a little bit, but believe me, as soon as the fireworks start going off, your dog is not going to have a good time at all. They'll want to get home as soon as possible, so definitely do just keep them in the house. We're much happier in there. And you can also remember to play some Relax My Dog music as well, if your dog does get quite anxious around the noise of the fireworks. Now the next top tip is to make sure your dog is properly identifiable. Basically all this means is make sure they have a collar and a tag on that says sort of a contact number or something to do with your dog, whether it is like a contact number, email address, address of the dog, etc. Just anything that can make them be identifiable. Milo doesn't have his collar on right now, but he's obviously completely out for the count, but normally he would have his collar on, which has his name, our phone number, and also our address as well, so everything is combined into one for him if he ever gets lost. And all this means is, if your dog does get out of the house, or if they do decide to run away, you know for sure that they have a collar on, and that if somebody does find them, they will get in contact with you. Now the next top tip is to not give your dog the table food. What I mean by this is, a lot of the time when you do have big parties and celebrations, you might have lots and lots of table foods, sausage rolls, crisps, different bits and bobs like that. I don't know what sort of things you have in America, but things like just sort of nibbly things that you might have. Do not try and feed these to your dog, like beer and chocolate. A lot of these things can be extremely harmful for a dog as well, so definitely do not give them to them, especially if you are not fully aware if your dog can eat them. It's just not a good idea. Just try and keep all of the table food away from your dog, or if you are serving like a barbecue, lock your dog away somewhere in a different room and let you enjoy your barbecue. Now the next few things are other things that might be poisonous to your dog, such as lighter fluid, and also matches are extremely harmful for your dog, so just keep them completely out of the way. You don't want your dog to have any access to them. And also citronella, I think you pronounce it, is an insect repellent that you might want to put like candles out, or you might want oils out and about so that you're not getting attacked by swarms of bugs and things like that. This can also be poisonous to dogs, so make sure you're getting some that are specific for use around pets. But that is it for this week's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Like I said, don't forget to let me know down below what sort of things do you get up to around 4th of July. Also don't forget to follow us on our social media channels. We are on Instagram, Facebook, and also Twitter, so you can follow us over there if you would like to see more and more about different dogs. We post so many different cute and funny pictures over there, so definitely do follow. Also don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel by clicking the little button in the middle here, and you can also check out our previous video, which is all the way on the other side of the screen, if you would like to learn more and more about your dog. Thank you all so much for watching, and me and Milo here will see you next week for next week's video. Bye.